Humans have been around for tens of thousands of years, and our great ancestors had strengths and traits that we no longer possess today. Let's find out what they are.
Number 7, the maugre jawline.
You mean, this? You're talking about, one of these? You know, not many people, have that anymore, I'll admit it, but, the top echelon of Giga Chads out there, such as myself, can still pull it off. I think that this is due to the fact that they used to eat way more meat. Hey, yo, boys. But back in the olden days, they didn't really fart much. They just ate a lot of game. And that required them to chew a lot of meat, obviously, which built a much stronger jawline for them.
You know those Chad faces with the wide jaws and hollow cheeks?
No, tell
that
me
wasn't
more.
a 1 in a million genetic lottery back then. It was the standard. Our ancestors spent hours chewing raw plants, tough meat, and fibrous roots. This constant workout made their jaw muscles massive and forced their facial bones to grow wider and stronger. Since we switched to soft and processed mush, our jaws have literally shrunk. This is why your wisdom teeth don't fit, and you need thousands of dollars worth of braces.
I've heard all of that before, and I do believe it, because today we were eating like freaking Fruity Pebbles. What are we doing? When I was growing up, don't get me wrong, I love my mom. My mom's the best, love her to death. So this is nothing against her. But we ate a lot of cereals. We ate a lot of like junk food, like Cosmic Brownies, Nutter Butters, Reese's. And don't get me wrong, I loved it, and I still love that stuff today. But now that I'm an adult and I decide what I put into my own body, yo, pause. I am a firm believer that what you eat is what you become. Like, that is your source of energy. That is your fuel. Why would you choose to fuel yourself with things that you know are bad for you? With things that are not going to give you good energy? With things that are not going to build muscle for you and give you strong bones and good cognitive function and those sorts of things?
Better pain tolerance. For an ancient human, a deep scratch or a massive bruise was a light work, because they had to deal with something bigger, like his nagging caveman wife. So, pain was literally just an illusion to them.
What?
Modern life has removed so much physical stress that our baseline has shifted. Now, a paper cut feels like the world's ending to most of us.
That's an interesting one. I think that one depends on like how you're raised, I suppose, because I think like we still could have that. It's almost like you get used to being injured. Like, for example, me, I played a ton of sports growing up, a lot of contact sports, and so I would get hit all the time to the point where I didn't really care anymore. Like, I would get bruised everywhere. I would have cuts. I've broken my collarbone, my leg, my foot, my ankle, my back. And I guess my point is like, I never really cried about it because I was always used to it. I was always used to physical pain, and so it never like overwhelmed me or anything.
Better cold tolerance. Before central heating, humans relied on brown fat.
I'm laughing because I think I know what I'm going to say about this already, but here we go. Brown fat is good for coldness.
This is a special type of tissue that burns calories specifically to generate heat. Our ancestors could survive freezing nights because their internal furnace was always on. Now, because we live in a permanent 72-degree bubble, your body has basically deleted its brown fat to save energy. So, if you decided to go outside without any coats during winter, yeah, good luck, buddy.
I don't know if that's necessarily true. I think that we do still have brown fats because I don't really do it much anymore, but I used to ice bath all the time, every single day. And I learned that doing that is really good for burning your brown fat because that is what your body uses to heat itself back up.
Nose breathing. If you look at ancient skulls, they had significantly wider nasal cavities. These were built-in air conditioners that warmed and humidified every breath before it hit the lungs. Because our faces have narrowed, thanks to soft food, our airways have shrunk. Plus, if you're a mouth breather, yeah, just take a look at the difference. We're basically trying to power a V8 engine by breathing through a coffee straw. This is why half the population snores like a chainsaw and wakes up tired.
I feel like this video is turning into me trying to like toot my own horn here, and I promise that's not what I'm trying to do, but I despise breathing through my mouth. I literally hate it. Every time I breathe in through my mouth, it's like, it just feels gross to me. I don't like it. I will say though, I know a lot of people have like deviated septums or allergies or whatever it may be, which makes it really difficult for them to breathe through their nose. Sometimes it happens to me, but not too often. I guess my point is like, if you want to get a good jaw jawline, the best way to do it is to breathe through your nose as much as possible, through your sleep as well. So breathe through your nose and eat a lot of meat. Eat things that you have to chew to swallow, and then you'll develop like a really good solid jaw structure. Anyway, number 3.
The dirt-trained immune system. Ancient humans were constantly covered in bacteria, parasites, and microbes. So they were kinda stinky and dirty, but their immune systems weren't just active, they were elite special forces. Today we live in such a sterile, bleached world that our immune systems are bored. And a bored immune system is a dangerous one. It starts attacking things like peanuts, pollen, and even your own body.
Really?
We traded parasite resistance for allergies. But for me, this is kind of worth it.
I didn't know that. I thought allergies were like, for the most part, a relatively recent phenomenon. Like within the last like 50 years, allergies have exploded. And I have my thoughts, I have my conspiracy theories, but I'm not gonna say them. We're not gonna dive into that. But I didn't realize that like it was because in today's day, we're way more sanitary, which makes our bodies a lot more responsive to new foods and things. Interesting. Number 2.
Better distance vision. To be fair, your ancestors didn't spend 10 hours a day staring at a glowing rectangle 6 inches from their nose just to see brain rot contents. Their eyes were calibrated for the horizon. They could spot the slight twitch of a gazelle's ear from a mile away. Today, myopia, which we call nearsightedness, is skyrocketing because we've trained our eyes to only look at things within arm's reach. Your eyes are biological sniper scopes, but you're using to read Discord memes.
Yeah, I gotta be honest, that one is me all day. A lot of these, I've been able to raise my hand and say like, that's not really me. That one is me all day. As you can see, obviously I wear glasses and I am nearsighted. So if I take my glasses off, I can still see my hand like perfectly fine. It's only like the further the distance, the worse it is for me. Pretty much exactly what he said. Fun fact, Adam has fantastic eyes because I've been golfing a lot in the last like 2 years with Adam, and he can see the freaking ball from like 500 yards away. I don't know how he does it. He not only does like, is it not blurry for him? I swear he can like zoom in with his eyes. It's crazy. I think it's because he didn't really play video games growing up. He actually did the whole outside. I mean, I went outside, but he like actually didn't play video games at all. Anyway, here we go. This is number 1.
The fur coat. Early humans were basically fuzzy tanks. We had thick body hair for
really that
insulation
much,
and
though.
Protection against the elements. But then we evolved.
Cause dude, that looks like a monk, like actually a monkey on the left. And I know like we evolved from monkeys, but like, no. Did humans like Homo sapiens actually look like that? There's no way that we were that hairy. That's insane.
We traded our fur for millions of sweat glands so we could cool down while running. It was a good trade-off, but it means you now have to buy a $200 South Face jacket just to survive a walk to your car in January.
Well, that depends on where you live. But yeah, sweating is actually such a huge superpower that humans have over every other animal. So that actually was a really good trade-off. Anyway, boys, if you enjoyed this video and want me to watch even more, just like it, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and click right here for more.